Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. I congratulate the Honourable Member for West Lancashire for bringing forward this bill and for her passionate and tireless campaign over a lifetime on behalf of the deaf community. I also thank my honourable friend and near neighbour, the Minister, for working collaboratively on the detail of the bill, which will secure legal status for British Sign Language as the primary language of the deaf community. This is a huge step forward and provides the opportunity to enhance the quality of life for deaf people by improving their inclusion and autonomy in British society, in education and with their career opportunities. Madam Deputy Speaker, whilst this is a short bill, it will deliver a great deal for the deaf community. Equal and fair access to services, the opportunity to play a leading role in co-designing and co-producing those services, the assurance that both the public and private organisations must legally provide qualified and regulated interpreting services, access to video relay services calls that are of an equivalent standard to audio phone calls, the ability to access services remotely via intermediaries without having to overcome spurious data protection barriers, full and appropriate access to emergency announcements, increased legal protection from domestic violence and hate crime, protection from discriminatory employment practices, and finally, parity of access to mainstream television programmes at conventional viewing times. Vision On, I'm going back to my childhood, presented by the late Tony Hart, was a pioneer programme, but the deaf community should not have had to have waited 50 years for this particular level playing field. Madam Deputy Speaker, I would like to pay tribute to Anne and Daniel Gillings from Lowestoft, who are in Westminster today. They are passionate campaigners for the deaf community, particularly for deaf children, and I commend Daniel's school, Bungay High School, for setting up their deaf resource base. Anne and Daniel, along with the National Deaf Children's Society, have campaigned tirelessly for a GCSE in British Sign Language. In 2018, following a successful legal challenge, it looked as if they had made a significant breakthrough, in that the Department of Education undertook to start work on the design of the curriculum. I acknowledge that it is important to get this right, but nearly 4 years on, we're still waiting. It was Daniel's ambition to sit the BSL GCSE alongside his other GCSEs, but it now looks as if he will have left school by the time that is up and running. I would be most grateful if my honourable friend the Minister could liaise with her counterparts in the Department for Education to ensure that the BSL GCSE is introduced as quickly as possible. Madam Deputy Speaker, this is a great bill that will deliver so much for the deaf community. Time is short in this parliamentary session. Without procrastination, we need to get on with it and get it on the statute book as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Vicky Aiken.